Good evening. Hope you had a nice weekend. In answer to Claire's question, we are very much not at the Harrods end of supermarkets today. Yeah, prize tonight, at least a free monthly click and collect. I'm into a supermarket for months, if not the whole year. Certainly feels like it. Evening Claire, evening Neve, evening Jeremy and Mary, evening to the West family, evening to my parents, and the Hyman family from Manchester. Welcome to the checkout. This is my best attempt. I'm trying to go in uniform. I was trying to find what can I do, and this is my very best attempt at a checkout sort of uniform. So as you can see, it's definitely not Fortnum's. Not tonight. No. Well, welcome to you. Big points tonight for our special themed quiz of the week. You chose supermarkets on Thursday, and that is exactly where we're going today. So, supermarket theme. We've got 30 questions, way more points than that, of course. I'm very excited by this one because, as exciting a theme as supermarkets would be on its own, which of course it is, we have many supermarket experts amongst us. We have people who are currently working in supermarkets. We have people who have worked in supermarkets in a whole plethora of roles. And not only that, but one of our number is a special advisor to the Working Party on the National Museum of Supermarkets. Can you believe it? So, we have high competition tonight. You get 2 points for your shout-out, by the way. If you get a shout-out tonight, it's 2 points. So please do add that to your score. I'm sure I will shout you out. Just join in the comments on the right-hand side of your screen if you're playing on the computer, and just below if you're playing on your phone. I'll give you shout-outs after we've given you question number 1, which is this one here. True or false? Starting with the true or false. The average supermarket trolley has more bacteria on it than a public toilet. The average supermarket trolley has more bacteria on it than a public toilet. That's nice. Be nice. Is it true or false? Martin says I look like a fitness instructor. Well, I've never been accused of that before. I'll have to send Joe Wicks an email. I have to say, after all of your morning workouts, Joe, PE with Joe in the morning, you've turned me into a fitness instructor. Question number 2. Which supermarket has its flagship store at Marble Arch in London? Which supermarket has its flagship store at Marble Arch in London? Caroline has recognised the top. Yes, I thought you might. Our old uniform. Evening to my grandma. Evening to Bubba and Grandad. Evening to Holly, who's hoping that her job at Co-op will help. I think it might. Evening to Rachel as well, who's very pleased with the uniform tonight. Very pleased. Question number 3. Food Love Stories is a successful ad campaign for which supermarket? Food Love Stories is a successful ad campaign for which supermarket? Shout out to Steve and Jane and of course Barney. National Museum, yeah. Working group for the National Museum of Supermarkets. And we all have to have favourite parts of our uniforms. And this was Caroline's favourite part of our uniform. It is actually one of the only pieces of the uniform that I've kept, so I rather like it too. Question number 4. It looks sort of space cadetty. Which former supermarket brand was bought by Morrisons in 2004? Which former supermarket brand was bought by Morrisons in 2004? Daniel Hyman saying Waitrose fans represent. not sure that's how most Waitrose fans tend to tend to chat, but that's okay. Caitlin, of course it's what you think it is. You are on the panel advising the museum, aren't you? I'm sure you know that one. Pippa should have done the quiz tonight. Only Claire and my mum will know why that is. Question number 5. What are the 2 differences between eggs in British and American supermarkets? So you're going to get 2 points for this. Differences between eggs in British supermarkets and eggs in American supermarkets. 2 points. It's not the essential avocados, Daniel. You want to go to Morrisons and get the wonky avocados. They're much better. And they cost much less. Question number 6. Who is this celebrity and which supermarket did she endorse? Not anymore, but she did. Who is this celebrity and which supermarket did she endorse? Question number 7. This is a retro advert for which supermarket? And you're going to get a bonus point if you can also tell me the year. This is a retro advert for which supermarket? And a bonus point for the year. Martin didn't recognise that celebrity at all. Goodness me. I wouldn't have recognised her either. Retro advert for which supermarket? Do jot down the year if you can work it out. It's not just an old photo, it is a screenshot from the advert that she was in. I took that directly from the screenshot. Number 8. Which supermarket sponsors Team GB? Which supermarket sponsors Team GB? Steve, you've had a premonition. A question coming up with that just in mind. Question number 9. Where in the UK would you find the largest and smallest Asda stores? Where in the UK, and you're going to get 1 point for each, would you find the largest Asda store? And where would you find the smallest Asda store? Checkouts are really busy tonight. I tell you what, I'm dashed off my feet doing the quiz and the checkouts. That's why I've had to put the pictures on the screen. I've just got to get some people through. Glad you're enjoying the sound effects. Question number 10. What is the name of Aldi's Christmas carrot? What is the name of Aldi's Christmas carrot? Evening to Sophie and Tom as well. 2 bonus points for the shout-outs this evening. If I haven't yet given you a shout-out and you'd like it, please do just jump in the comments. Neve has literally no clue on any of these so far. This is what happens when you shop at Harrods. Do you not know the name of Aldi's Christmas carrot? This is very important culture. Question number 11. Where in the UK is the headquarters of Tesco? Where in the UK is the headquarters of Tesco? Who knew it had a name? Of course it has a name. It's a carrot. It is a talking, walking, singing and dancing carrot. That Asda question is not impossible. If you know the answer. Yep, Jeremy, Jeremy, you've got 2 points. Well done for your shout out. Yeah, getting a slot for click and collect is a real task at the moment. Question number 12. According to median monthly income, which supermarket brand is the poshest in the UK? According to median monthly income, which supermarket brand is the poshest in the UK? To help you on the road to the correct answer here, a supermarket does not mean department store, so we're not thinking of Harrods. We're thinking of a chain. We are thinking of a chain. Caroline says she's never seen that carrot in her life. I just fail to believe that. How have you not seen the Aldi carrot? He was the best Christmas advert. They did a little Twitter tussle with John Lewis. Because John Lewis's dragon or whatever it was took a carrot and put it in the snowman's nose, and then anyway, we can talk about that later. Question number 13. Which is the second largest supermarket chain in the UK? This is according to 2019, because that's changed. Which is the second largest supermarket chain in the UK? We're all comparing our deliveries now. Question number 14. What is Lidl big on? What is Lidl big on? I fear Neve might be at a bit of a disadvantage here, because she only shops at Harrods and she doesn't have a TV, so she can't see any of the adverts. She only knows of supermarkets as a concept. This is going to be a really tricky quiz. Question number 15. In 2018, now this one is specialist knowledge actually. In 2018, Tesco launched a new supermarket brand to take on Aldi and Lidl. What is it called? In 2018, Tesco launched a new supermarket brand to take on Aldi and Lidl. What is it called? Oh, you lived the life, Martin. Second most favourite thing of the week when the Tesco van turns up. It's better than the ice cream van. Tesco's here! Carl, look at that. Not Harrods, but Whole Foods. Question number 16. Don't ask the price, it's a penny, was the original slogan at the market stall that grew into which supermarket? Don't ask the price, it's a penny, was the original slogan at the market stall that grew into which supermarket? Question number 16. Mr. Daniel Hyman, can you clarify which question you were asking for the clarification? Question number 17. What is the PLU code for bananas? What is the PLU code for bananas? That is question number 17. I believe... it's by number of stores, Daniel. I've just worked out which one you're questioning. By number of stores. Right, for the second largest supermarket chain. Question number 18. What are the in-house clothes brands at Asda, Tesco and Morrisons called? So you get 3 points for this question. What are the in-house clothes brands at Asda, Tesco and Morrisons called? Oh, Jane, good question. It's normal bananas, not organic. Not organic, regular bananas. Martin, I don't think it's changed. I don't think it's changed since 1991. Banana's very consistent. They really like their PLU number. I think they held on to it. Let's hope so anyway. Sophie, in theory, according to the internet, the PLU number for bananas is consistent across stores. PLU is product lookup. Product lookup. PLU number. Product lookup number. It's the code that you punch in for each fruit and vegetable at the checkout. There we go. Question number 19. We're learning a lot tonight. Question number 19. Which pop star sings a song about supermarket flowers? Which pop star sings a song about supermarket flowers? Question number 20. What are the names of the founders of Tesco, Marks and Spencer's and Budgens? What are the names of the founders of Tesco, Marks and Spencer's and Budgens? You're going to get a fair number of points here, hopefully. Whoops, my lips are sealed. Founders of Tesco, Marks and Spencer's and Budgens. Question number 21. What do these shops' names stand for? Jules, you're going to get, hopefully, 3 points here. What do these shops' names stand for? We've got Tesco, Aldi and Asda. What do those names stand for? Give you a moment with this, then we'll go on to question number 22, which is a picture question. Steve, this one's for you. Which game show is this, and who has hosted it in the UK? Which game show is this, and who has hosted it in the UK? Some of Jeremy's research has come handy. He's got a point. But Caroline, she's rolling off downhill. It started so good. 23. Which supermarket uniforms are these? You get 2 uniforms there, one on the left, one on the right. You get 2 points for it. Supermarket uniforms are these? All presenters in the UK of this show. Question number 24. Which brand is Aldi taking on with these products? So you've got 3 products there. You've got their St Etienne beer, you've got their Choco Rice breakfast cereal, and you've got their Stackers potato crisps. Who are they taking on? Which major brands are they taking on in those 3 products? Oh dear. Neve is predicting that her score is going to be in the single digits tonight. Remember, it's our standard rules. If you get in the single digits, you are allowed to double your score. So anybody in single digits can double their score. If you double your score and you're still in single digits, you're going to need to double it again. Question number 25. Which supermarket sponsored last year's Britain's Got Talent? Which supermarket sponsored last year's Britain's Got Talent? Netto. They were the tiny little ones, weren't they? Like Spar. 26. Sainsbury's opened their first shop on which famous London street? And you will get a bonus point for the year. Not that I'm expecting many people apart from Caitlin to get this right. Sainsbury's opened their first shop on which famous London street? And a bonus point for the year. Netto is still in Denmark. So if you do want to go to Netto, if you've got fond memories of Netto, hop across to Copenhagen. And Netto's waiting for you. Number 27. Waitrose is owned by which high street department store? Waitrose is owned by which high street department store? '28. Which supermarket was the first to introduce a loyalty card nationwide, and what was it called? Clarification on and what was it called, not the supermarket, but the name of the loyalty card. So which supermarket was the first to introduce a loyalty card nationwide, and what was the card called? Daniel has been to the Netto in Munich as well. Oh yeah, international chain. Personally, my favourite supermarket is Maxima. Maxima. You find Maxima in the Baltics. You've got Maxima X, that's the little ones. You've got Maxima XX, which is the middle ones, and you've got Maxima XXX, which is the big ones. They're super ones. There are no essential Waitrose questions, Daniel. Question number 29. This... Oh, sorry, I have to put the voice on. This is not just any quiz. This is a what quiz. This is not just any quiz. This is a what quiz. There you go. This is not just any quiz. This is a what quiz. And number 30 is a big one. It's worth 11 points, so hopefully we're going to really get some high scores here. Can you name the top 10 supermarkets in the UK by market share last year? And you will get a bonus 11th point if you can put them all in the correct order. So I'll give you a moment for this one. Can you name all top 10 supermarkets in the UK by market share last year? And if you do put them all in the correct order, you're going to take a bonus point for it. 11 points. 10 points for the supermarkets. Bonus points at the end that will give you if you put them all in the correct order. So big number of points here. If you're not sure, yes. Put down 10 supermarkets and just hope they're in the right order. Just a moment more with this one, then we'll start to go through the answers. Of course, you can keep going with this question whilst we're going through the answers, but you have to have put that pen down on it by the time we get to question number 30 of the answers. If you haven't yet had your shout out and you would like it, just jump on in the comments. If I've missed your message at some point and you need your shout out, you will get 2 points for it. It's very much worth it tonight, it sounds. If you want to be up there at the top battling with the big superstars of the supermarket world, then make sure you got your 2 points for your shout out. So let's start to go through the answers then. Here we go. It's 1 point for each question unless I say there are more points to it. Let's start with number 1, which is a 1 pointer. True or false? The average supermarket trolley has more bacteria on it than a public toilet. The average supermarket trolley has more bacteria on it than a public toilet. That is true. There are 138,000 bacteria per square inch on a supermarket trolley. That is revolting. Question number 2. Which supermarket has its flagship store at Marble Arch in London? That is Marks and Spencer. M&S. Marks and Spencer. Number 3. Food Love Stories is a successful ad campaign for which supermarkets? Tesco. It's a campaign for Tesco. Number 4. Which former supermarket brand was bought by Morrisons in 2004? Former supermarket brand bought by Morrisons in 2004 was Safeway. Safeway. And they've come back, brought back by Morrisons as a product line now, so you can buy Safeway food again. How exciting. Question number 5. What are the 2 differences, 2 points for this question, what are the 2 differences between eggs in British and American supermarkets? The answer to that is that in the UK, our eggs are unwashed and not in the fridge. In America, their eggs are washed and refrigerated. So if you put that, please take 2 points. The eggs are washed and refrigerated in America, and unwashed. We are the great unwashed. Unwashed and not refrigerated in the UK. Question number 6. Who is this celebrity, and which supermarket did she endorse? This, believe it or not, is Kerry Katona. This is Kerry Katona, and she endorsed Iceland before they dropped her due to some cocaine allegations. Kerry Katona and Iceland. I'm not sure what they washed them in, Sophie. And Neve, I'm loving the positivity. I learned a lot whilst making the quiz. Question number 7. This is a retro advert for which supermarket? Bonus point for the year. I actually think more of you are likely to get the year than the answer to the main question here. The answer is Tesco. This is a Tesco advert from 1982. It was called Check It Out 82, and it was like, check it out, and then it would print another item on the receipt, and it go, check it out, and another one, check it out, and another one. And anyway, apparently it was a fantastically successful advert. Question number 8. Which supermarket sponsors Team GB? The answer is Aldi. Aldi, the German supermarket, sponsors Team GB. Question number 9. Where in the UK would you find the largest and smallest Asda stores? Where in the UK would you find the largest and smallest Asda stores? The largest Asda store is in Milton Keynes. The smallest one is in Leeds, somewhere called Meanwood. So you've got largest in Milton Keynes, smallest in Meanwood, Leeds. Question number 10. What is the name of Aldi's Christmas carrot? Not only is this a Christmas carrot, this carrot has been in non-Christmas adverts as well. This is a year-round carrot. His name's Kevin. Kevin the carrot. Number 11. Where in the UK is the headquarters of Tesco? I think I know of certain people who might get this right, though I'm not sure they're playing tonight. Where in the UK is the headquarters of Tesco? Welwyn Garden City. Welwyn Garden City. The smallest Asda is an actual store. It's just a really old store, but it is a store. It's not a petrol station. Number 12. According to median monthly income, which supermarket brand is the poshest in the UK? Neve has already mentioned this one in the comments. I just hope that she put it down as her answer for this question. The poshest supermarket brand in the UK based on median monthly income is Whole Foods. Whole Foods Market. Whole Foods Market. Number 13. Which is the second largest supermarket chain in the UK? Second largest. Well, the biggest one is Tesco by a huge shot. Second largest is Sainsbury's. So Sainsbury's, second largest. Number 14. What is Lidl big on? What is Lidl big on? Big on quality. Big on quality, Lidl on price. Big on quality. So 1 point for quality. Number 15. In 2018, Tesco launched a new supermarket brand to take on Aldi and Lidl. What is it called? There are only a few of them in the UK, and they are called Jacks. Jack apostrophe S. Jacks. There you go. Jacks. Did anybody get that one? I'd be amazed. Apart from Caitlin, who I would expect Caitlin to get pretty much everything right on this. She is the reason why this is quite a difficult quiz, because being on the advisory panel to the museum, I thought she would know everything. Question number 16. Don't ask the price, it's a penny. Was the original slogan at the market stall that grew into which supermarket? Don't ask the price, it's a penny was the original slogan at Marks and Spencer. It wasn't called Marks and Spencer at the time. It was just a market stall, but it was at Marks and Spencer's market stall. There we go. Mary knew about Jacks. Jane knew about Jacks as well. Look at that. My parents knew about Jacks. Well, it looks like I was the only one who didn't know about Jacks. Didn't have a clue. Number 17. What is this? Was dedicated to Martin West, by the way. I really hope it hasn't changed since 1991. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed here. What is the PLU code for bananas? I did a bit of research here. Hopefully it hasn't changed since 1991. It is 4011. It's still the same. Thank goodness for that. 4011 is the code for bananas. Well done if you got it. Excellent stuff. What are the in-house clothes brand at Asda, Tesco and Morrisons called? Asda is George. Tesco is F&F. And Morrisons is Nutmeg. So George, F&F and Nutmeg. Number 19. Which pop star sings a song about supermarket flowers? It's Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. Number 20. What are the names of the founders of Tesco, M&S and Budgens? Let's start with Tesco. That one is Jack Cohen, hence the new one being Jack's. Jack Cohen, 1 point. Michael Marks and Thomas Spencer, 2 points. And finally, John Budgen for Budgens. So another point there. So hopefully you got 4. Let's see. Jack Cohen, Michael Marks and Thomas Spencer and John Budgen. 21. What do these shops' names stand for? Again, let's start with Tesco. Tesco stands for Thomas Edward Stockwell Cohen, or T-E-S Cohen. T-E-S, that was the tea provider, and then Cohen was Jack Cohen's surname. Then Aldi stands for Albrecht Discount. There you go, Albrecht Discount. And Asda stands for Associated Dairies. Who knew? 22. Which game show is this, and who has hosted it in the UK? Well, the game show is, of course, Supermarket Sweep. In the picture, you've got Dale Winton, and the current host, they revived it last year, I think, Rylan Clark-Neal. So Supermarket Sweep, and the two presenters, Dale Winton and Rylan Clark-Neal. 3 points if you got all parts of that question. 23. Which supermarket uniforms are these? Which supermarket uniforms? On the left is Sainsbury's, and on the right is Asda. So you've got Sainsbury's and Asda. 24. Which brand is Aldi taking on with these products? Saint Etienne is their version of Stella, so Stella Artois. Their Choco Rice is a version of Cocoa Pops, and Stackers is their version of Pringles. So 3 points there if you got all 3 pots. 25. Which supermarket sponsored last year's Britain's Got Talent? It was the first time they'd ever done a television sponsorship. It was Marks and Spencer's. Marks and Spencer's. 26. Sainsbury's opened their very first shop on which famous London street? A bonus point for the year, mainly for Caitlin, to be fair. The street, there's a famous theatre on it. It's Drury Lane. Drury Lane, and the year was 1869. So there you go. Drury Lane, and the year for that bonus point was 1869. Number 27. Waitrose is owned by which high street department store? I just seen Sophie's message in the comment, and it took me a while to decipher what she was saying. Stickers aren't nice. Spend the $1 on Pringles. And then I realised she was talking about stackers. I was thinking, what's wrong with stickers? What's wrong with stickers? Waitrose is owned by John Lewis. John Lewis. 28. Which supermarket was the first to introduce a loyalty card nationwide, and what was it called? It was Tesco. Tesco was the first one to introduce it nationwide, and it was called, and it still is called, Clubcard. So Tesco and Clubcard. Final 2 questions. This is not just any quiz. This is an M&S quiz. Marks and Spencer's or M&S? M&S will get you the point for 29. And number 30 was the big one. It's potentially worth 11 points. Martin West is agreeing stackers are horrid and small. Well, there we go. We know not to have them. I've never had a stacker myself. Let's go through them. I'm going to say them in the order that they should be in. If you are in exactly the same order as I say, then please take 1 extra point at the end. If you get all of them right but they're in the wrong order, please still take 10 points, just not that elusive 11th one. Here we go, are you ready? Top 10 supermarkets in the UK by market share last year. In first place, Tesco. We already know second place is Sainsbury's. Then Asda, Morrisons, Aldi, Co-op for Holly, M&S, Waitrose, Lidl, and Iceland. So they're our top 10. If you got all of those in the right order, please take an extra bonus point. I'll read them through one more time. Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, Morrisons, Aldi, Co-op, M&S, Waitrose, Lidl, and Iceland. They are our top 10 in terms of market share from last year. So, Martin West just put supermarket. Well, there you go. Let's see. I know it's big scores tonight, so please tally up your scores. Tally up, and we'll see how well you've done. I see what you mean, Martin. That was why I put on the silly voice, though. This is not just any quiz. This is a supermarket quiz. You're absolutely right. I feel like I do owe you a point for that. You were spot on. Very accurate. Tally up those scores. Let's see how well you've done. Remember, if you do get in the single digits, which I hope you don't, but if you do, please double your score. Caroline is delighted for the final points. A nice boost at the end. I think some people will have surprised themselves on this quiz. Look at that. Look at that. Starting off with Jeremy and Mary. More than 2. Not only more than 2. It's 36 points. That's 34 more than 2. 36 points we're starting. And then we're going to the Hyman family in Manchester on 41. Great scores. 41. Neve has made it into the 20s. At 20. That's still good. That's still good. 20 points. 37 for Caroline. 32 for Sophie, 36, I'm assuming Tom as well, but we're not sure. 36 for Claire, 35 for Adrian and Daniel, 33 for Holly. She's saying not great. It's one of the highest scores we've got. 39 for my mum. So she spends too much time enjoying the supermarket, doesn't it? Shout out was worth 2 points today, Caitlin. 2 points for the shout out. 40 points! Wow! 40 points for my Bubba and Grandad. That's astonishing. 30 points for my grandma, also a good score. 37 points for the West. A good score. A good score. I think we're getting good scores here. 44 for Jane. Look at that. 44 points. I think currently you are the greatest supermarket shopper amongst us. if I'm keeping up correctly. 40 points for Rachel as well, after a good amount of research as well. I hear that Rachel put a lot of effort into preparing for the quiz, so it's paid off. Congratulations. Martin feels like he would have done much better with more of those PLU questions. Well, you only said you could remember bananas. I would have given you more if you'd said. 43 for Michelle. 37 for Sandra and Mark. Good scores and welcome to the quiz. Thank you for playing. Got any more scores coming in? Any more scores on the doors? At the moment, if I'm keeping up correctly, 44 with Jane is the top score. I think that is correct, unless anybody else is going to throw in their score at this stage. 44 has gold. And of course we know that Aldi is the one that sponsors those gold medals with Team GP. It looks like that's all for our scores coming in the comments. So, congratulations to Jane, Steve and Barney, who is a dog. So, I'm not sure how helpful Barney was. There were no dog biscuit questions there, but that's okay. Apples, by the way, the PLU for apples is 4130. Very useful knowledge. If you're ever in a supermarket and they've forgotten, you can help them out now. Thank you so much for playing. Tomorrow we'll be back with our regular 20-question quiz. 8 o'clock Monday through Thursday, and on Thursday we'll be voting for next week's big theme. Thanks again for playing, enjoy this evening and tomorrow, and I'll see you back at 8 o'clock. Goodbye.